scenes are like music, right? So there's slow parts, there's fast parts. The main thing, like Michael Shirtliff always would say, and Tom reminds us, that being predictable like a metronome is the worst thing that you can do as an actor. So welcome to Inside the Audition, the podcast where we go behind the scenes for a deep dive look into the world of auditions. I'm Joe Lars Larson, creator of Actors Audition Club, an international community helping actors book your dream roles in TV, film, and theater.
And I'm Brandon Knox, actor, producer, and co-host. Each episode, we chat with actors and industry professionals to share their audition experiences, insights, and advice.
We provide actors with actionable tips, strategies, and resources to help you elevate your auditions.
We demystify the often intimidating and misunderstood world of auditions to help you succeed.
So whether you're just starting out on your acting journey or you're a seasoned pro, join our Actors Audition Club members as we go
Inside the Audition.
You're back.
Spreading the news. I got back yesterday. I made a brand new start of it in old New York. But back in Toronto. Back in Toronto after a whirlwind week in NYC, concluding with a Yankees game that they lost in extra innings to the Red Sox. Shout out to the Red Sox helping out the Blue Jays. I'm wearing my Yankees hat, but Blue Jays first, Yankees second. And the Yankees are ahead of the Blue Jays, so the Red Sox beating them was a good thing, although we did not cheer for the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium because that could be a death sentence. So it's always funny. There's people. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to episode 144. Some of you may realize and know that I was in New York City last week. I'm back here in the studio now. And it was funny going to the Yankees game. We went Sunday night, so it was the cap to our trip. Shout out to Lewis Courage from Tom Todoroff Conservatory for hooking up the great tickets that we had. And but it's always funny when you go and you see, especially at Yankee Stadium, so it can be a little bit of a hostile environment for the visiting team. But Boston and New York, that's one of the oldest rivalries in baseball, dating back to the curse of Babe Ruth, when I think the Red Sox didn't win for like 90 years after Babe Ruth left Boston to go on to have his prolific career. But there's a bunch of Boston people, and they're like fully decked out, and they're cheering Boston, and I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for you. don't get the shit beat out of you outside of Yankee Stadium for causing shit with Yankee fans. But there was really none of that. I saw no assaults, just an amazing game of baseball and $20 beers as you always get. Yeah. Well, $15, but with the exchange rate, I think I bought a round of 4 tall boys, which they call them like giant cans. So it's basically 2 beers in one for $15. But then with the exchange, I think my beer bill came for that one round to 93 Canadian on my credit card.
Yeah.
But when you factor in that that's actually 8 beers and you're at Yankee Stadium, $10 a beer to be at Yankee Stadium, it's all good. Yeah. And then I peed it out the next day. So it's a circle of life.
There you go. Circle of P.
Yes. How are you? It's good to see you back in the studio. You had a great week. Thank you for holding down the fort. You were on set a couple days. Lots of good stuff happening. Comedy Alley on the weekend when I wasn't here.
Yeah, Friday was a whirlwind day because I went right from set, came here, set up Comedy Alley, and did Comedy Alley that whole weekend. And
a showbiz weekend. So thank you everyone for watching today. If you're watching live on Facebook or live on YouTube, and if you're listening at a later date, make sure however you're consuming us, subscribe and do it more regularly by smashing that subscribe button, and also share this out if you're watching live right now. And remember, every week you can always ask live questions in the comments. You can interact in the comments. You can be part of the show. Whether it's a specific question about Actors Audition Club or about Comedy Alley, where we are an open book on these episodes. And today is a big episode. We got a lot to cover, so we're going to get right into it. The first thing that we're going to get into, you've probably already heard of it if you've been paying attention. James Wedmore, my friend and business mentor, Last week, he was doing his free trainings, the rise of the digital CEO. Those were incredible. I was in New York, so I wasn't able to catch them live. But every day I would catch the replays, and anyone who watched those, they were transformative trainings on their own. But also this week, he is opening up the doors to his signature program, Business by Design. That's the rapid growth business system that he's implemented and helps other entrepreneurs to start, grow, and scale their digital businesses and ultimately become digital CEOs themselves. So I've been a member of Business by Design for a couple years. We've been helping promote and shining a light on James' training because I think it's something that can help everyone. So just to recap, Business by Design, what it's helped us do here at Laughing Vikings and Actors Audition Club, it's helped us build a thriving online membership where we help actors shoot auditions. Right now, we've got around 35 members that brings in recurring revenue of over $1,000 a month, plus anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 a month through our one-on-one audition coaching services. Business by Design has also helped me produce and host last season over 80 stand-up comedy shows through Laughing Vikings and Comedy Alley. And it's his plug-and-play checklist that has helped us build and optimize our website, our sales pages, our email marketing, social media marketing. And those shows, those have brought in over $15,000 and also created work for over 100 stand-up comedians here in Toronto. He's helped us produce and grow this weekly podcast inside the audition. Now we're over 140 episodes, and that's really key because this podcast helps us grow our audience, helps us connect with our audience, build an email list, build a client base. He's also helped us build and optimize our website and sales pages on laughingvikings.com that I've used to sell my digital copy of my stand-up comedy album, Silly Goose. That helped me generate a little over $1,100 in just bonus revenue that I wouldn't have had otherwise. It's helped us build our client email base. I think we've got around 1,000 people on our email list right now to help us market the podcast, market our programs and services and shows and actor services. Also helped us hire a team of actors. It's not just me now with the Actors Audition Club. We got Brandon, we got Aaron, we got Moneen, we got Gotham, we got Cheryl, and we've also got Sebastian. So helping us grow a team of actors who are working as freelance audition coaches with us and helping us build that community inside Actors Audition Club. And one of the biggest thing is I followed his processes in hire a virtual assistant. So if you've noticed, we're very active on social media, and I don't do any of that posting. Sometimes I'll slip into the stories or I'll make the occasional post, but for the most part, we've got a virtual assistant. Shout out D-Rock. Derek he does all of our posting and a lot of our content creation, graphic design, video editing, content scheduling across, I think that's over 12 platforms, which saves me anywhere from 12 to, I think if I was doing the math, somewhere around 10 or 12 to 20 hours a week, sometimes more. You guys know how time-consuming social media posting can be. So shout out to Derek and our virtual assistant. That's something that James helped me implement. And the biggest thing, overarching thing, is just elevating my own mindset to be able to move from that starving artist mindset into an abundant, thriving digital CEO and being a person who can really take control of my business and take control of my income and really start creating the future of my dreams and the career of my dreams. And the great thing about Laughing Vikings and Actors Audition Club is I haven't had to work a Joe job or have some soul-sucking job. This Actors Audition Club and the business that we built supports my artistic career as an actor and as a stand-up comedian rather than distract or take away from it. But it's been amazing. So we want to share that. This week only is he only opens the doors to his program once a year. And then the rest of the reason he does that is he doesn't want to be selling and promoting and having to promote all year to new clients. So they do this blitz, which is what we've been a part of for the last few weeks here. We've been promotion partners with James. I'm not only a member, but I am a partner with him. So that's what we've been doing over the last few weeks. And then after doors close tomorrow, June 15th at 11:59 Pacific time, then James and all of his coaches teams, they all switch to supporting their members and helping the new enrollees and the new students grow their businesses over the rest of the year. So that's why he does it only one time a year. You're getting a lot of emails from us. You're hearing a lot of blast. May and early June is our promotional period for Business by Design. So we want to just shift here for a second. We're going to let James tell you exactly what you get when you enroll in Business by Design. Again, you can go to laughingvikings.com/BBD to get those, to get access to James's training and to enroll. But we're going to take a little sneak peek. James is going to take you inside Business by Design. So Brandon, you can roll that clip and we'll come back and we're going to share some special bonuses that I'm going to be providing as cherries on top of the Business by Design program.
Hey, how's it going? James Wedmore here. And I figured I'd take a moment, make this quick video for you because chances are as you're sitting there considering whether or not you want to join us inside Business by Design this year, it may help to give you a quick sneak peek behind the scenes and a tour inside the members area and portal of Business by Design so you can see for yourself what you're getting and what's like right here at your fingertips. So I'm going to take you through this little tour as best as I can. So this is the dashboard page. This is like the main location where everything you need is all accessible with a single click of a button. And I want to break up everything for you so you can really get a gist and idea of what we got. So first of all, there is core training videos. There are linearly sequenced training videos of each module, taking you through 1 through 6. These are the 6 core gears. Business by Design is our first module. A lot of what I'm doing here is walking you through the big picture stuff to the entire strategy of how this business model works to even an internal strategy, a success strategy, and a few other things in here as well. But as we continue to progress through the program itself, you're going to learn how we work as a business, how we plan, how we create goals, the strategies, everything to getting into the nitty-gritty of crafting your offer. This is the 7-ingredient process for crafting an irresistible offer. Then from here, we go into the sales and the messaging so that you can, increase sales with your offer. We start talking about how to build out your team, even a step-by-step process for how to hire your first virtual assistant. So easy. And then a lot of the scaling stuff that starts to happen here. All the information for our live coaching, I'm going to be doing 8 live training calls every other week for 16 weeks. In between those, you're going to have office hour opportunities 3 times a week for getting on a call with one of our coaches and getting any questions you have so you can continue progressing. So the office hour, the live training, all that information is available here. I'm going to get into the resources and processes in a moment. I've got a surprise bonus module. I don't even talk about this on the sales page. All about attraction, audience building, etc., and a slew of bonuses waiting for you. So these are like the main core modules. Now, when people say, where do I start? It's nice to start here, but let me show you something else. First of all, we operate from a 90-day framework, which means what's really most important to you is not that you finish the program or be the first one done. No, it's that you're getting results and you're getting results fast. So we actually create a reverse engineered 90-day outcome process. There's a training video for you that explains how this works. And then we basically help you identify which outcome you want to create in the next 90 days, and you have a specific plan just for those. So whether it's nailing your niche, or you have a goal around audience growth or hiring someone or figuring out what your offer is or how to just put some more structure in place. Whatever it is, there is a process and a plan that we give you for each one of these. And so you really just have to determine, what do I want next? Now, I want to take you over to like the really, really cool, juicy part. These are the execution guides. So in here, it says 11, but it's 11 plus 1. We actually added a surprise bonus one. There are 12 different launch plans. Every single one of these are step-by-step Lego instruction manuals for selling your stuff. If you follow any one of these, the outcome is simple. It's designed to generate sales. Okay, so these are things that if you execute them and do them, they're meant to generate sales. So this is, people always say like, well, James, what's the 5%? Focus on the 5%. Well, what's the 5%? It's running one of these. And we have big ones to small ones. So everything from the running your beta launch, we have the entire step-by-step process. I'll take you inside one of these in just a moment, to let me take you to a real small one, like the 2-day profit formula. This is like a simple email video promotion So simple. How to launch your membership. This is one of my favorites. The football phone strategy. This is how I took my membership, $49 a month, to over $500,000 a year, just using this. No ads, no affiliates. How to run challenges, fill your mastermind, get coaching clients, our paid masterclass process, big ones, little ones, including the entire live launch. If you followed along with us in the Rise of the Digital CEO, we detail that whole process out. So let me kind of take you through one of these. I'll take you through a small one first, just so you see an example of this. So first of all, there's like a quick video explaining it, just so you know what it is. But then there's a button down below that says Initiate Launch Sequence Now. And we're going to open that up, and that's going to take you to this is so cool. This is a software called Process Street, process.st. And basically, everything is bullet pointed out on the left, all the steps, and then it's detailed on the right. We have a 5-step launch planning process that we use. Dream it, map it, book it, chunk it, do it. And I help you in each one of those. So you're planning. You know, the dream it is here is the how to create goals. The map it is here's how to put it on a piece of paper so you can visually see it. Book it as the counters. I mean, this is a very simple one. Email, cart close. I mean, this is like the most simple process we have. Chunk it is to create all of your mini projects. Like, what are all the little things we have to do to get this thing done? And then step 5 is just to do it. So then we go in and I walk you through step by step, like how to build the landing page, how to create the video, the checkout page. And we have processes for each of these. And it just walks you through the emails, the examples, and all that stuff. So it's just like pretty much copy and paste, you know, make it your own, but it's all there waiting for you. What's really cool about this is that you can take this process, you can get a free Process Street account and dump this process right into there and manage your team within there. I mean, that's just so freaking cool. And then when it comes to like a bigger launch, you know, like you want to do the live launch process, like what we did, obviously there's going to be much more details in there. But every single thing in here, I mean, this is pretty crazy for people to look at, but step 4, there are 14 mini projects within a launch. Creating your opt-in page system, your directory page, the live videos, sales page, all this stuff's in here, and we have a process for every single one of them. I even include bonus training, like, and I did an entire live launching panel with my mastermind members. And again, everything is detailed step by step, walking you through how to do this every step of the way for you. And then when you get to a place, which is really cool, where you're like, okay, well, so, you know, what do I say in the videos, right? How do I know what to actually say? Well, even in here, creating the line videos, creating your content outline, I actually have a video series creation process, which is another process. So these processes are nested within each other. You go here and it takes you through the entire outline. So all of this is designed to give you the most structure and organization and planning when it comes to anything in your launch. But we ain't finished there, because when we come back here, you'll notice that there's also the essential business resources. So yeah, I have little things like all the tools and resources we recommend, but I got a process for you, step-by-step process on how to do a survey, the perfect landing page process. This is pretty cool. This is worth looking at. I dig this one a lot because you make a lot of landing pages. Step-by-step, how to build a process, giving you examples. Here's how to write your headline. Here's how to write your subhead. Here's the other ingredients you need. Here's the call, you know, how to do the call to action button, the lightbox form, like everything all the way through with real examples and actual results, and even a form in here that you can give all this information to a VA and have them do it for you. Plenty of examples, and it's just like amazing. So we do that for the landing page, emails, creating a webinar template, the ultimate case study, customer case study process, creating your sales page, your checkout page, upsells, waitlist page, the ultimate cart open follow-up sequence, the case study contest process, a process for how to sell anything, outsourcing activity log. That's a really great one. How to create your video series, and a new member onboarding process. So much in here. There's even more. I mean, I can't get to all this, but I'll try. Before, during, and after the launch, we have the launch planning process is in here, a process for doing your launch runway, the process for how to do your debrief after the launch, how to generate more sales after your launch doors have closed, and a whole process for how to relaunch an existing program. There's a ton in here and more waiting for you. Plus, you're going to get all the coaching from me and my coaches. So I hope this did enough to give you a little like sneak peek into what's waiting for you inside Business by Design. People are pretty like mind blown. I haven't even shown you the bonuses. I'll do that really quickly because there's a lot of bonuses in here waiting for you, including I have an entire program called Program Design, which is how to teach and craft your entire course, put it together. Absolute Automation is a complete automated campaign training. We have Facebook ads training in here. We have a testimonial process. I have amazing case studies in here. And then my previous video series that you can look at, even how to create a course in a weekend. Oh my gosh, it's all in there waiting for you. And if it seems overwhelming, it's not meant to be, because all you got to do is focus on one outcome for the next 90 days. This is why people say BBD is the gift that keeps on giving, because they keep coming back every 90 days with a new outcome. And you really want to grow your business just one 90-day step at a time. And that's what we do inside of Business by Design. Thanks so much. And I can't wait to see you inside the program. Cheers.
Boom. Thank you, James. Yes. And a big note he mentioned at the end, it really is a program that is the gift that keeps on giving. It's not a course that you just start and complete and then it's all done. It's once you're a member for life. You always have access to all the resources. Every time you're creating something new, launching something new in your business, I constantly on a weekly and monthly basis go back to his training. Plus all the support and coaching that they provide is just incredible. So on top of all that, though, exclusively for our Inside the Audition listeners and for our members at Actors Audition Club and clients through Laughing Vikings, I'm going to up the ante a little bit. Several cherries on the top with 6 additional bonuses. Brandon's going to scroll through those. So you have everything that James and his incredible team of coaches is going to provide through the core Business by Design program. But what I thought I would do as a promotional partner is I'm going to throw up some extra bonuses. So there's 6 of them. I'm going to walk through them here. Brandon's going to scroll through. Bonus number 1, I'm going to do a special training called Your Irresistible Offer in an Afternoon. So in addition to James and their coaches training, we're going to do a special group so you get some extra attention, some special focus. We'll just do this in an afternoon. The date will be to be determined based on the availability. We'll also offer a replay. But what we'll do is a bonus implementation workshop where I'll walk you through James's irresistible offer framework, give you direct and specific feedback to your own creations, whatever that is that you're creating yourself, so that you can get extra support and training. Bonus number 2, we're going to do a Nail Your Niche in an Evening workshop. James has an incredible training, especially for people. If you haven't started a digital business and this is brand new from scratch, you really need to figure out who your target customer is, ultimately who you want to help and what problems you want to solve. You can't just be generic. So James has an incredible training for that. But again, we'll double up on that. So you can come to me. I'll host a specific group training, but you'll get one-on-one feedback where I'll give you that additional group support, personal feedback, help you work through it. So it'll be like almost like a watch party where we'll go through James's training and then I'll help you implement it. I've been a member of Business by Design for 2 years and I've implemented a ton of his processes in our businesses. So I'm already a great student with him, but I can help you be a great student as well. Bonus number 3 is I'm going to provide 8 extra weeks of BBD implementation support through office hours. So what that means is for 8 weeks after you become a member, every week I'll set an hour or 2 aside where that'll just be my office hours. So if you have questions on your new business that you're starting or a business that you're growing or scaling using Business by Design strategies and systems and plug and play processes, I'll have those office hours where you can hop on a Zoom and say, Lars, this is what I'm working on. I'm not sure, I don't quite get this part. Can you help me do this? Or this is what I've already built using Business by Design systems. This is what I'm about ready to launch. Can you take another pass at this and just look at this? And I'll use my training through James to help coach you through that. And we'll do that with one-on-one hot seats during those weekly office hours online. So you get a lot of extra feedback there. Bonus 4 is I'm going to create our own special Business by Design crew, a little online community. So everyone who is an entrepreneur, I know we've got actors, we've got comedians, I do have some people who maybe are following me and you're not an actor and a comedian, but you can use this business by design training. It's why it's called business by design, is you can create what you want that works for you. So you can use this to create any kind of digital business. Could be an online course, an online membership, could be digital downloads or live events. I've used this to promote our shows. You could use this to promote your theater shows, to create the opt-in pages, to sell tickets online. Many ways that you can use this, but we're going to have a personal online group, a little Facebook group that we'll put together. So anyone who has specific business questions, you want to share resources, connect with other like-minded digital CEOs in the actor comedian space and in the artist space, that'll be available for you. Bonus number 5, we're going to do our own Business by Design live event. James has his one that they hold down in California every year. We'll do one here in Toronto. We'll also maybe do a virtual event, but anyone here in the Toronto area, maybe even New York too. We'll just have a full day where we have like a Business by Design day, where whether you're an actor, whether you're a comedian, we'll have some special guests, some speakers, just a real jam session to celebrate your victories and celebrate the growth and development of your own business by design. And the final thing is James makes these available. He's got these incredible cards. These are copywriting conversion cards. So helping people turn from traffic to leads to actually clients in your business. James is a master at this, spent the last 15 years collecting some of the most effective language patterns and communication tools. I love these. I use these all the time. And I'm going to just buy you your own set of them because I think you need them too. So I'm going to pay for those and buy them. And once you're enrolled, we'll ship them out. So in addition to those 6 bonuses, so everything that you just saw there is over and above what James and the core program and his team of coaches provides through Business by Design. So you're really getting double the support. And what's cool for you as an actor and as a comedian is that's the world that I live in. So I can speak directly to you in actor, comedian, show business terms and help you craft your own Business by Design using Business by Design systems and strategies. But with my specific input, my specific coaching, you'll get all that on top of everything that you get through Business by Design, his coaches, his community. And with both James's bonuses and my bonuses, you get access to everything for life. So once you do enroll in Business by Design and get access to everything that I'm going to provide, you can keep coming back to that every year. I do the trainings every year. I constantly go back and tweak the business, create new products, create new launches. And it's been incredible in the last 2 years. So how do you do that? You can get enrolled anytime before June 15th, 11:59 PST. If you're watching this live right now, this is the day before the cart closes. They open the cart, they open the doors for 4 days a year, then they close them so that they can actually get to work with their students. So step 1, enroll by using our link on that page, laughingvikings.com/BBD. Once you're enrolled with James and his team, just forward your confirmation email to us, and then we'll roll out access to all of those extra bonuses as we provide those. The dates and the support dates will be to be determined, and we'll get those out to you ASAP. But that's all you got to do. Number 1, enroll. Number 2, just forward that to lol@laughingvikings.com so that we have proof that you have gotten registered and that you are a new member. Congratulations. And then we'll roll out access and let you know about when those bonuses are coming. So once again, you can go to laughingvikings.com/BBD, but you got to get enrolled before 11:59 Pacific time on June 15th. Otherwise, you can wait till next year. So highly recommend that. James' coaching has been game-changing for me. You know this if you've been watching our episodes recently or paying attention to our emails. But we're going to double up and provide all those bonuses for you guys. So go do that right now and get enrolled in Business by Design, and you can see what it will do for you and your career and your lifestyle. And you can really start creating the business of your dreams, the business by your own design, whatever works for you and your lifestyle and your career as an actor and as a comedian in show business too. So thank you, James. That's all I got to say other than take advantage of that and hop on board. So we're going to shift now from our business hats. This is my business hat right now. We're going to shift from business hat back into some of the fun stuff. Brandon wants to share, not that business isn't fun. Business is really fun, and making money is fun. But we're all in this because we want to be actors and artists and performers. And that's how we want to spend our time. So Brandon's going to share some of his insights and just some ideas and things that have been going through his head. He's been on set recently. So let's get into that, Brandon, and talk about what you wanted to share.
Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about just acting reflections, because I think as performers, as artists, as comedians, we spend a lot of time walking around thinking about different ways that we can approach our material. And I think that's great. And I think that's something that we should always highlight each week. So something that jumped out at me this week, especially in the Todorov class, is trust silence. Creating silent moments can really elevate your auditions, can really elevate your performances, because most of the time people aren't going to be thinking of it. It's something that's not written on the page. It's something that is uniquely you, and that really brings out something that we haven't seen yet. And because when we're watching auditions as casting directors, as producers, we're seeing a lot of the same things each and every time. And what you want to be doing is you want to be finding unique and different ways and specific ways that really influence your performances, that really help you stand out and really elevate what you're doing already. So trust silence. Find a silent moment before. Find a silent, important moment. Find some sort of viewpoint that you can do throughout the scene that either influences how you're changing throughout the scene, or influences some sort of way to get a relationship either back or a relationship to work for you. Something along those lines, but trust the silence. Trust that you are enough. And I think that's really so important as people that are, as artists, as we're growing. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to be silent and not use your hands, to talk. Whatever it is, find ways to make those moments impactful in your performances over the next week or so.
Yeah, that's a great note. I'll add to that. Adam Langton, one of our members through Actors Audition Club, has been a member with us for a long time. He was here yesterday and he said that same thing, where a lot of the times, and even some of Tom's training, is act at the speed of life. Often we're looking at scenes, figuring out how can this be faster? How can we be overlapping? How can we make it real? And then you can, in doing so, you can lose those impactful moments. So it's best, make it act at, be up to speed, be acting at the speed of life, be quick, be jumping on people's lines and cues, but then find when's that beat that you've earned to just let that final line drop like a hammer and have that moment of silence with your scene partner. It's so impactful. And he said, he was like, usually often you're kind of afraid of those silences, or you want to get to the next line and you want to keep driving the scene through it, which is important. But then you can miss these hugely impactful moments, especially if it has been ramping up and the energy and emotion's been ramping up to a climax. And then boom, you drop that hammer, that last line, whatever the line is. And then you just sit in that silence and let your scene partner be shocked or horrified or in love, or whatever the emotion might be at that point. Great.
Yeah, it really does go hand in hand with earning that pause, right? Like when we're using ladders of thought and when we're ramping up the scene, and you take that silent moment, it's not because the scene's dying, it's because you have something that you need to communicate that you can't communicate out loud. Right. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and it's it's like scenes are like music, right? So there's slow parts, there's fast parts. The main thing, like Michael Shirtliff always would say, and Tom reminds us, that being predictable like a metronome is the worst thing that you can do as an actor. So it's how to find danger, how to be unpredictable, how to make moves that aren't expected, and sometimes dropping a bomb of silence somewhere at a key part where it's earned can be hugely impactful. And we've all watched stuff like that where you're just watching someone on screen and they're dead silent, and it's like ripping your heart out, or just having this huge impact, and all you're doing, you're just looking at them breathe and feel that moment on screen. Yeah, it's great note.
The final note that I have for today is the invisible countertop. And Lars has heard me talk about this before, and a lot of people that have come to work here at Laughing Vikings have heard me talk about this before. It's a lesson that I learned from a Toronto acting teacher named Lynn Cormack, and she talks about how understanding your frame as a performer, so that way you understand what you can do and what you can't. If I'm in a medium shot, which I am currently, or a medium shoulder shot, I can do certain things underneath that look like I'm doing something, like I'm looking at fixing some sort of wires or something like that. It just doesn't break the fourth wall and show that you don't have any wires there. A lot of times for film and TV, if you do have like props and stuff that really do amplify the scene, but if you don't have certain things, it's important to sometimes not break the reality that you don't have it there. So that's where the invisible countertop comes in, and that's where it's an effective tool that you can use as a performer in your auditions, so that way you're not breaking that suspension of disbeliefs,
right?
As you said.
Yeah. Anytime we have to maybe there's rare cases, like never say never and never say always, but maybe rare cases where miming something might work, but certainly, like if you're just miming something in the air, that can be a little
or like
weird.
Dialing a big phone or something. It just doesn't have the same gravitas. So.
And it's completely enough to do it under, like if you're making a sandwich, you don't have to actually make the sandwich on screen. It's just like, oh, she's making a sandwich.
And just make sure that it's specific movement as well. Like you just don't want to be like moving your hands all about like just willy-nilly. You want it to be a specific movement. If you are making a sandwich, okay, that's me. I'm slathering the butter on the sandwich, and then I'm putting the bread down, and now I'm going to open up the meat, and then I'm going to slap the meat on the sandwich, that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. So it's real. The other thing that people do sometimes, like you're taking a note, or you're a waiter or waitress, it's like you can't just fake scribble something, because it looks like fake scribbling. So it's got to be like maybe actually write the thing out, or if you're just air writing below frame, like what are you actually writing? You're writing bacon BLT with a side of fries and a Pepsi. Also, so that what you're writing, if it's in the script, what you are writing down, it's got to like take the right amount of time to do it. Like if it's like, oh, you're writing an entire journal entry, that's not just going to be scribble, and then 2 seconds later you're on to the next thing, right? So it's great notes. And the other note about frame too is also, like we're in this one, if just random hands are popping up and in, that's not really any good either. Like there might be a specific moment, like if I was gonna bring my phone into frame so that I can see something here and send a message, that might work. But random things where just a thumb is popping in and a hand is popping in, especially when you're in a closer frame like here, it's weird and off-putting. So know your frame.
Also, another shout out to Lynn Cormack. She's going to be teaching her Nailing the Small Roles class, I believe on June 26th. I believe it's a 1 day or a whole weekend class. So I'm going to be dropping Lynn Cormack's website into the chat right now.
Yeah, and you've attended that, and you said you got a lot of great stuff out of it. Yeah.
I really do consider this an essential class for especially actors that are just starting out in the business, because it's all about breaking down a scene that's either a page or a couple lines or just like a section of a page, and you don't have anything else to go off of. She breaks things down really effectively. She's very honest. She's incredibly supportive. I absolutely loved her class. Actually, a shout out to Kyle Lucy, who was in here on Friday last week, and he had just attended her class, and he was raving
nice.
about how good it was.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, most people, I think, at some point strive to be leads and series regulars and all that stuff. But chances are, before you're a series regular, you're going to have a one-liner, a five-liner. So you got to figure out how that works into the puzzle. And it is different. You can't really treat it like it's like you're the star and you're the lead role as the hot dog vendor or as the Uber guy or as the hotel concierge or whatever it may be. So yeah, there's an art and science to digesting those versus, okay, I'm a lead in this entire thing. So I'm in act 1, I'm in act 2, I'm in act 3. How do I break down those scenes? It's just a different game, but really essential to get yourself on set and get yourself some IMDb credits.
Yeah. And like get yourself like integrated into the world, into how sets are run, especially like bigger and smaller sets. Like how do they work? Like these are your gateways into those bigger roles.
Right.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So check out LynnCormack.com, Nailing the Small Role. We got the link in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube there. We can link that one up in the show notes too. So if you're watching or listening to this later on, it'll be there. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to talk about Comedy Alley. Yeah,
we are going to talk about.
First of all, let's talk. I was. It's always bittersweet for me because I love Comedy Alley. I love being here. But it's also really cool when I'm not here to know that something that I helped create is happening without me, and I can be in 2 places at once. Like I've been, I think last year I was at the Mets game and I was live streaming Comedy Alley, or maybe that was a couple summers ago. Or I can be on stage somewhere else doing my thing, knowing that there's another show and another audience having fun back here. So it's really cool, but it's bittersweet because I miss it too. So I'm like, I know good stuff's happening. So you were here holding down the fort, working the door and producing, helping with the sound equipment, helping people get seated. We had a pretty much a full house Friday and a decent house on Saturday. Why don't you fill us in on what went down?
Oh, they were great houses. We had a big birthday party on Friday of about 15 people. The birthday boy himself bought a 10-pack. For Comedy Alley, and basically most of the venue was for them, and they were having a ball. They were having a great time. They were loving every act. We had Chris Robinson, who closed us out. He was incredible as always. Garrett Jameson, who was phenomenal as the opener. We had a lot of guest performances as well. We had Rodrigo Fernandez Stoll, who opened our show with a 7 to 10 minute set, and just was incredible as he usually is. And we had Leonard Chan, who did a 7-10 minute spot, which anytime any comedian mentions Dungeons and Dragons, I'm always there. I'm fully supportive of that. We had Steve Johnston, who was in from LA, and he actually came in and did a 20-minute set the next night on the Saturday performances. So he was great to work with. A really nice guy. Hosted by Anto Chan, who is awesome. I fucking love Anto. He's so funny. He's so supportive. He's a ball of light. He's great.
Anto's a great host. Anto's I would put Anto on any show, anywhere, with any audience, and I know that the show's in good hands. I know that the audience is going to have fun. I know that there's not going to be anything like weird or awkward socially, or like, I just know that everyone's going to have a great experience, and it's going to be very inclusive. So thank you, Anto. Yeah, killer shows on the weekend. This is what I'm talking about. I was jealous when I was like, fuck that lineup, that Friday night, both shows, but that Friday night was like a little extra super stacked.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it was a full house too. So you can grab tickets though. Make sure you grab tickets. We're starting to sell out and in advance here. So get them while they're hot. laughingvikings.com/comedy alley. You can grab tickets for this weekend. We're going to share this weekend's lineup in a couple minutes here, but I think you're going to roll a clip. Is that what's happening?
Yes, I am.
Little Comedy Alley clip. What's this? What are you queuing up?
Let's let's go with one of my favorite bits of yours. Going up the stairs.
Going downstairs.
Well, you also go up the stairs as well.
All right, check out this clip and make sure to grab tickets at laughingvikings.com/comedy alley.
This first song is called Going Downstairs. It is a Joey Freddie Larson original, not a cover. It goes a little something like this. Thank you. That was a Joey Freddie Larson original, not a cover. That was Going Downstairs, not a cover. That was an original. All right, what else can I play for you guys? Some real quick, maybe, you know what, I'll do another original. This one's called Going Downstairs and Coming Back Up Again. It is an original, not a cover. It goes a little something like this. Joey Freddie Larson original, not a cover. I actually wrote that. It was about his time. I don't know if you ever done that. I went downstairs and then I came back up again. So I was like, I need to write a song about that. So what else can I play for you? I'll play. You know what? I'll play another original. This one is called. It's called Going Downstairs and getting halfway down and then forgetting why you were going downstairs. And then coming back upstairs, but then getting halfway back up and remember. Then going downstairs, grabbing the thing that you meant to go down and grab, and then coming back upstairs, getting halfway back up and remember there was something else you could have grabbed while you're down there, so you could get two birds stoned at once. So you go down and grab it, and then you come all the way back upstairs again. It is not a cover. It is original. This is an original song. It goes a little something like this. What the fuck? Honey! Oh, yeah. Yeah. Downstairs, getting halfway down, and forgetting why you were going down, then coming halfway back, remembering going downstairs, grabbing the thing, getting halfway back up, going back down there to get two birds killed at one stone, grabbing the second thing, coming all the way back upstairs. It was an original.
The lady said, I love it. It's one of my favorite bits too. It's a lot of my stuff. Some of my favorite ones, I'm like, this is the dumbest, stupidest thing ever, but I just love it. Kind of silly, wacky. If you see me do stand-up, I'm not too serious. You never see my stand-up and be like, why is he so serious? Usually not a lot of politics, not a lot of current events. It's absurdist most of the time. Yeah, that was great. Super fun. We're gonna share some posters for this weekend. Little promo.
Yeah, we got a poster for Friday.
Pop that up. So this Friday, June 16th at 8 p.m., you can grab tickets. I will be there hosting. Habib Siam will be there, one of our featured pros. Also, Stephanie Neal and a special mystery guest, which I'm going to let the cat out of the bag right now. The mystery guest is Jordan Foisey. Jordan Foisey is filling that third spot. So again, grab tickets at laughingvikings.com/comedy alley. Habib Siam, Stephanie Neal, Jordan Foisey, Joey Freddie Larson in an intimate, weird, wacky alley on the roof this Friday. Grab tickets at laughingvikings.com/comedy alley.
Yeah. You know, we got another clip. We could show another clip if you
got
want.
another clip. This is a clip full episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's do it. We are abundant with clips.
Kelly, favorite color, Kelly?
Well, now I'm embarrassed to say it's gray.
Gray. Everyone's favorite color, gray. Wow. Is that technically a color? I guess it's on the spectrum, or is gray? I don't know. Gray, or is gray and black? Are they colors, or are they lack of colors? Are you okay, Kelly? That's the thing. Stephen, issue. Well, glad that you came here tonight. Maybe by the end of the night, your favorite color won't be gray. The color of sadness.
I'd never heard that before. Like, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is gray. What's wrong? Do you need antidepressants? What happened? How are you hurt?
Right?
How were you hurt, Kelly? She was great. Yeah, that was from a couple weeks ago, that clip. And we've also got another show. We do it every Friday and Saturday with new lineups of pro comedians. One of the amazing things about Toronto is there is so much comedic talent, professionals that you could get to see up close and personal, people who have headlined comedy clubs and festivals around the world, people we've seen on Netflix, Just for Laughs Toronto, Comedy Network, CBC, Crave, HBO, Hulu, you name it. We got them here in the alley for you. So this Saturday, which is June 16th, you can come see Angelica Scanura, always a favorite in the alley. Jeremy Dobsky as well. He's a regular in the alley. We got Matt Henry, who's been here a couple times as well. He's great. And I'll be there hosting as well. So you can grab those tickets, laughingvikings.com/comedy alley. Really stacked lineups. These are great lineups. Not that every lineup every week isn't amazing, but I don't know. We just keep bringing the goods here. So grab those tickets. They are selling like hotcakes. We also sold all the cold cakes. And now we're selling the hot cakes. So there are no cakes available, and there will eventually be no tickets available. So act fast. And one of our favorite things in Comedy Alley, you get the pro comedy, you get a beautiful, intimate night with your family and your friends, something that's really unforgettable and special. It's a venue that you've never been anywhere like this before. So everyone always says, like, they look around and they're like, this is so New York. Or last week, someone was like, this is so Montreal. Very like boutique, wacky, weird. I always compare it to like you step through the wardrobe and now you're in Narnia, except Narnia is a weird, wacky alley featuring pro comedians instead of centaurs and witches that turn you into ice. I think that's the difference. That's the main difference. Instead of being turned into an ice sculpture by a witch or being beaten up by a centaur, you get pro comedy in Comedy Alley here. There's only about 20-25 tickets every week too. So it's really intimate. And we mentioned those birthday parties. Great spot for a birthday party. Great spot for a bachelorette, a stag and doe. You can book out the whole alley for your event. And also a good time for me to let you know that Laughing Vikings comedy shows are available for your own private event at your own venue as well. You can book and come to our shows on Friday and Saturday. You can book a special night just for your own group, book the whole place out yourself, or we'll come to you. So if you've got a corporate event, a charity event, stag and doe, bachelorette, stag party, we've done them all, birthday parties. So whether it's here in our weird, wacky alley or at your venue, connect with us, shoot us a message at laughingvikings.com, and we can book the comedic talent for you. And one of my favorite things, we've been doing this since last summer, we play a little game called Die of Joy. And I think Brandon's got another clip to highlight that. It's maybe my favorite thing.
Die of joy. 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 It is a number one. Oh my God, Casey, you are the winner of an inflatable fart machine. Come on down here, Casey. Pose for a picture. Pose for a picture. And yes, and now, Casey, now you may have a seat. Lucy, ladies and gentlemen. She's won an inflatable fart machine. Thank you so much for being part of our Weird Wacky show here at Comedy Alley. We do it every Friday, Saturday at 8 p.m. Don't tell anyone, and have a great night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Proving my theory that farts are always funny. So grab tickets at laughingvikings.com/comedy alley. We do it every Friday and Saturday. We got incredible lineups of pro comedians, and you can play Die of Joy for your chance to win an inflatable fart machine.
Ooh.
Yes. What a night. And we're going to bring this ship back to port here. We got a special, incredible shout out that we got to give here. Someone that's near and dear to us, an actor friend, and she was also one of my conservatory instructors with the Tom Todoroff Conservatory. Brandon, I think you've had some of her voice and speech classes with the weekly Todoroff workshop. Miriam Silverman, congratulations. Miriam Silverman, she won a fucking Tony on Sunday for her performance on Broadway. The play, The Sign in Sidney Burlstein's Window. Did I get that right? Yes, I believe that's right. So shout out to Miriam. So inspiring to see her after such an illustrious career. It's funny when people win these big awards because it's kind of like, oh, she's in the spotlight, an overnight success. Meanwhile, she's been an incredible actor for many, many, many years, and teaching in university and conservatory settings. Such a great person. She's so lovely. She knows her stuff. She's a brilliant actor, and she won a Tony. We're going to play a little clip here, but just shout out to Miriam. I want to let everyone know that we've all already updated our resumes to say that we've been coached and taught by Tony Award-winning actor Miriam Silverman for her Broadway performance, basking in her Tony glory. But we got another clip here, so congrats, Miriam. We love you. It's so incredible. What a thrill. It's a thrill just to know you. And it was a thrill to know you, Miriam, before you were a Tony Award winner. So this is just icing on the cake. Roll the clip.
First of all, congratulations on tonight. How are you feeling right now?
Elated. Like, just beyond. I can't even know words for how I feel. I'm so happy.
When they called your name tonight, did you black out? What do you remember?
I just kept thinking, did that really happen? Is this happening? As I was sort of making the journey up there, and I sort of had my speech, and I was thinking, what are you going to say? I had no idea what to say. I still don't know what I said, but it happened. I didn't fall. I was worried about tripping, and even just in the car ride over here, I was thinking, did this really just go down? Yeah, it did. I have this in my hand.
What does it mean not only to have been nominated, because we talked about that on Press Shot today, but now to win for this role, for this play? What does that mean for you?
It means so much to me personally as an actor, to have this acknowledgement, to have this validation of a lot of years of work in, various stages in the city, all around the country. It also is a validation of Lorraine Hansberry's work, because she created this role that this is now the third time. This play has been on Broadway 3 times. All 3 times the actress playing my part got nominated, and this is the second win. So I'm not taking credit away. I feel proud of my work, but I also want to say she created some kind of magic in this role and in this play. Yeah.
I've been asking all the winners tonight, when you were starting out in this industry, either as a student or when you were working, was there someone who was a mentor, someone who pushed you, says, yes, you can do this, keep going, do this? And I mean, now look at you holding a Tony Award.
My teachers at the Brown Trinity Consortium, it's now called Brown Trinity Rep. It's the MFA program that I went to, Brown Trinity, we call it. All of my teachers there, but particularly Stephen Berenson and Brian McElhaney, who really sort of showed me how to be the kind of actor I wanted to be. Yeah.
Boom. Congratulations, Miriam. So inspiring. Yeah, it gives me goosebumps to watch. Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
I've already updated my resume.
Taught by Tony Award winner.
Yeah. It's in my training section. Yeah, Tony Award winning. Yeah, that's how it works, right? If you've been coached by someone who has won a Tony, you basically won a Tony, right?
Basically, yeah.
Thank you,
Something like
Miriam.
that.
Yeah. Rubbing elbows with a Tony winner. So
Yeah.
incredible. She's amazing. Obviously, the work is paid off for her, but so incredible to see her get that honor. And I think for true actors, I think a Tony is more special than an Emmy or a Golden Globe or an Oscar as well, because that's like theater acting. That's legit. So congrats, Miriam. You're the best.
Yeah.
All
right.
So thank you for tuning in today. This has been episode 144. Reminder for those of you who want to start your own digital business to support your acting and comedy career on the side, go to laughingvikings.com/BBD, and you can enroll in James's transformational business by design program, and you can get all those special exclusive bonuses where I'll personally really handhold you and walk you through building your own digital business. Also, make sure to grab tickets to laughingvikings.com/comedy alley so that you can join us for an intimate night out here in our weird, wacky alley. Check out Lynn Cormack's Nailing the Small Role workshop, and just go out there and live your fucking dream and go get your Tony.
Go get your Tony.
Go get your Tony. What are you doing? Listening to a podcast.
Get out of here.
Tony.
Come
Miriam
on.
says, get your Tony. Yeah, go get that Tony. Oh, I actually, it's like a Tony. I have a Tony Danza.
In your closet or something?
No, I won a Tony Danza award back in the day. It's like a Tony. It's for acting, but it's a specific Tony Danza award. I actually wrote a show called Who's the Boss's Assistant? I won a Tony Danza. One second.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a fantastic week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.